Constitution states our First Amendment rights guarantee the freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and most importantly, freedom of expression. There's certain ways MCs like myself have a way of doing that. So if you don't know who I am, I suggest you turn your speakers up and listen in. Yo, my mic skills undeniable, unjustifiable. I'm liable for MCs' careers being pliable. Success and making friends become very unreliable. It's true. Envious they be cause your talent makes you viable. Look up in your blind spot, haters always got applied till they try to score and they off like a jump shot. And you could get bopped, you could get mopped. Call a hater flapjack, watch as he get flopped. People say I'm a real individual, a real MC cause the wordplay is critical. Call it hip hop, radio is hypocritical. Like chicks that get down and say they not physical. Freely expressing my First Right Amendment. Death to the industry is my recommendment. I finger these MCs that's all acting feminine. Get these haters open and the victim like a tenement. Yo, it's just the freedom of expression. Lyrically educate and listen to the lesson. You feeling the beat, then get down with the session. The First Amendment is freedom of expression. Excuse me for my lyrical discretion. What happened to hip-hop is my only question. Putting out good music is only my obsession. The First Amendment is freedom of expression.
My personal philosophy in an educational institution is that failing doesn't mean that you cannot succeed. Failure is always a way to success. Failure just means you're not ready or you need more attention or more practice. Nobody has succeeded without failure. Nobody, including myself.
Okay. Is there any part of this that is difficult to read?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of nice balance does it have? Let's talk about alignment. Let's talk about the ubercraft, repeating elements, symmetrical or asymmetrical.
Coming into Nassau, you don't really have to have a lot of expectations because we start you from the ground level. When you start in a program like R130 Graphic Design 1 and you end with Portfolio or Graphic Design 3, you should see a huge difference between your work based on grid structure, elements, principles, typography, and color theory. Functionality is number one. So you can have an amazingly designed piece, but if it's not functional, it will not succeed. Commercial art usually has a purpose.
Basically everything I wanted in a college.
I think it's really top-notch.
I like the art forms, those are the best.
The equipment here is up to date.
It's very accessible, readily available here. So just come in, pick it up, and just continue on with your work.
New for the fall would be the latest version of Maya, which would be 2012. And there's a possibility that we'll be getting Premiere. We have lots of things to borrow. I'm sure I'm going to forget some of the things that we do have, but things most often rented would be things like headphones, drawing tablets.
One of the reasons I love teaching, besides just the fact of seeing someone develop as an artist and get work in a field that I know they'll end up really enjoying, is teaching gives me an opportunity in the refinement of my skills, both technically and with teaching, to keep up on technology.
I think our art department is the best. They should expect top-notch facilities, amazing equipment, up-to-date computer software programs, and helpful, enthusiastic staff.
And we all have the same goal to help the students to exceed and move on and to become successful in their lives.
We have a consistent size of 20 seats and 19 students maximum.
We get a lot of art students that just think art is an easy subject and they could come in and just pass right through. Once they enter our program, they know that it's a real industry experience here.
We've carefully selected our curriculum and refined it over the years So all of our classes are very helpful.
You get a very dedicated and professional faculty teaching in here.
Teachers are working in the field, yes. That is part of the requirement of being a professor here at Nassau. Most of our instructors have over 20 or more years experience within the field.
I have an MFA degree from Parsons School of Design, and during the school I worked in different multimedia companies in New York City, software development as well as a website development.
If you love art, you have to express yourself creatively.